A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
My grandmother and I have always shared an affinity for old Hollywood starlets, from Kim Novak to Bridget Bardot to Marilyn Monroe. However, we bond the most over our love for Audrey Hepburn. We're both enamored with her style, her films, her philanthropic endeavors. Whenever either of us finds anything Audrey related, our first thoughts are to share it with the other, no matter where we are in the world. Books, tiles, street art, or just the pictures on my walls, we'll always share it with each other first. She once told me that on her wedding day, she asked her hair and makeup artist to model her look after Audrey, specifically her look in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Immediately told her she favored her already, both of them having round faces, a small frame, and rich brown hair they often kept short or tamed into an updo. She thanked me before letting me know that she could see the resemblance when she was younger, but not anymore because she was an old lady now. And she said it with such disappointment in herself, as if she'd failed at remaining associated with someone considered beautiful. But the thing is, she does look like Audrey did at her age. But then again, who's to know that when I have hardly ever come across photos of her above the age of 40? After all, it seems like the worst thing a woman can do is age. As women in the media age, roles become scarcer, photographs are less sought after, and a starlet's admittance of light is gradually dimmed. They're replaced with a younger, fresher woman who can play the role of someone in love with a man 20 years her senior, yet somehow he is equally as desirable. And yes, you could blame that age gap on the 50s, but what do modern women in media have to say about it?
Women, as we age, we just get old. Men get sexy. They get gray hair, they're silver foxes. We're just old.
By the time you get to 50, they've just completely, written you off.
You're done.
You are out to pasture. You're an old lady. There's this whole demo in the middle that gets just, they just overlooked.
So I tried to map some sense into this demographical gap. It seems to me that the perception of a woman's beauty and desirability as society has sculpted it mirrors a bell curve. Childhood and teenage years lull until the peak of the curve when a woman is a young adult, a time she is told to cherish by her elders, a time women often pine to reach or return to, her prime. As the curve continues, we see mothers. We see women who are often persuaded to leave their identities behind and gifted to their roles as nurturers for their children. And with every passing year, a woman is reminded of the charm society has told her she's been forced to give up. Into a patriarchal world, a woman is an object to be attained, and a woman with children is off the market. Therefore, she's undesirable. She's bound to her role in relation to others rather than her own identity. It's as if motherhood and aging shifts the societal prize from the unattached woman to the honorable man, a concept described throughout Bonnie Thornton Dill's Our Mother's Grief. Dill explains how the notion of a wife has a correlation to the definition of masculinity and a husband's successful role performance. The patriarchy, as Dill describes it, determines how men are to attract a woman in order to ultimately receive praise from, ironically, yet completely in accordance with the definition of patriarchy, other men. Yet this conceptualization is not a complete explanation, as is most of the history we're taught. It is riddled with a focus on whiteness.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
It is difficult for any older woman to have confidence when she doesn't see herself portrayed in media or by society in general as the beauty she once felt she was. But what about the women who have never seen themselves portrayed in those old Hollywood films in any form? Or, worse, women who are replaced by white actresses who were deemed more desirable, as shown by the West Side Story clip that I just played, where a white actress is playing a Puerto Rican character. It's important to consider repercussions of certain circumstances like cultural familial obligations, as described by Roberta Espinoza in The Good Daughter Dilemma, or situations such as the erasure of black girls' childhoods when they are viewed as more mature than their white counterparts, also known as adultification. It's evident that race impacts how aging is perceived, therefore it's important for studies like these to be conducted so that we can continue to understand the intersectionality of it. Marilyn might be right about saying that diamonds are a girl's best friend. They're mesmerizing and timeless, and so is a woman's beauty without the imposition of a patriarchy's perception. Thus, it's important that women remember aging is a sign of perseverance and wisdom. It's not a curse, it's a blessing, and blessings of capability can be threatening to systems that seek to oppress.
Square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape.